Tucker Nelson from Morphy Auctions, and I'm one of the catalogers here. And with me today, I've got one of our highlights for our upcoming November 17th and 18th Extraordinary Firearms sale. So with me today is a Massachusetts Arms belt revolver. It's from let me make sure I had this right, 1851 through 1860. They made about 2,500 of these. This one here is just in spectacular condition. One interesting story actually about these revolvers is so they actually lost a patent infringement lawsuit against Colt because the originally when they made these, the cylinder would advance every time you pulled the hammer, and it would use cones, or sometimes called nipples, in the back of the cylinder to hold percussion caps, just like most revolvers of the day. But unfortunately for them, Colt actually had patents on both of those, and so they were forced to totally redesign the revolver, but they still wanted to keep the aspect of being able to load quickly. And so what they came up with is around the same time period, there was an invention called the Maynard tape priming system. Basically what the Maynard tape priming system did is there would be a roll of primers in here, and every time you pull the hammer back, it would advance one primer onto your cone or nipple. So that allowed for faster shooting because you didn't have to put a cap on the nipple every time. But it's obviously not as fast as an automatically rotating cylinder. So they were kind of forced to redesign it in a way that made it not quite as popular as other revolvers of the day, which is why they only made 2,500 of them, but it makes for a really cool piece. Another interesting thing about this gun is, so a lot of revolvers at the time would have engraved cylinders, but this one actually has an acid etched cylinder, and that's a relatively light finish compared to engraving. And so really to have a cylinder scene like this that's so complete is also one thing that makes this revolver so special. Additionally, it has pretty much all of its original finish left. I mean, you can clearly see there's lots of blue left on the barrel. There's very bright colors on that top strap there, and the Maynard tape priming gate still has all of the engravings, like the eagle, and there's little accents like on the hammer and on the grip strap there, and then also it's silver plated on the back strap, which again is a relatively light finish, and so for it to be complete like that is pretty special. Also, another interesting thing about this revolver is it comes with a case, a fitted case, with all the original accessories. Like for instance, you've got your powder flask there. It's labeled Massachusetts Arms Company. You've got, this is my personal favorite accessory it comes with, you've got an original tin of Maynard tape priming rolls. And that is very, very special. You don't see that very often. You've also got a bullet mold, also labeled Massachusetts Arms Co. You've got a ball starter. This would be used for getting the ball and the charge into the cylinder. Just helps you get some extra leverage. And then this is it's a combination tool. So say you shot this revolver a lot, and the cone became heavily worn and you needed to get a new one. This would unscrew it, and then also this screwdriver fits these screws, so you can work on your own gun. It's just a period wooden case. But anyway, so we'll get into how the gun works. So like I said, they were forced to redesign the revolver because they lost the patent infringement suit with Colt. And so what they came up with is, again, the Maynard tape priming system. And what you do is there's this button next to the trigger. You push that, and that allows the cylinder to manually rotate one over. So rather than the cylinder rotating every time you cock the hammer, you had to manually rotate it. So anyway, that's this gun coming up in our sale, and if you have any questions, feel free to contact us. We love showing off the stuff we have.